All right, testing, testing. We're testing some microphones. 10 minutes away from opening kickoff. Lane, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hope you can hear me. Again, moments away from tip-off, about 10 minutes. So first kick. All right, testing one more time. Lane, can you hear me over there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can definitely hear you. So again, moments away, 9 minutes until opening kickoff. And this one is Dry Titans face the Lincoln Golden Eagles. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here for the start of the 2025-2026 campaign here. Home opener for the Tri-Heights Titans as they take on the Lincoln Golden Eagles. It's a beautiful and pure Friday night here at Dennis Guy Field, home of the Tri-Heights Titans. As the 0-2 Lincoln Golden Eagles coming off a loss 38-0 to Union County take on the Tri-Heights Titans, who are setting a 1-1 after that historic battle of the offense last week against Northeastern. Lost that one 49-62. And with that, let's get right to the action. Moments away from kickoff. The Titans going to kick it off as the Lincoln Golden Eagles elect to receive in this one. And the kick is up and we're underway. Short line drive caught. And it'll just fall to the ground. It's Colton Cup. And it'll bring out the Eagles offense. Just got word that the Eagles starting quarterback struggles are going to continue as he goes down with a bad leg injury last week. Hand things over to the backup, a program that's really been struggling in recent history, just trying to get players, low numbers. I believe they said there was less than 15 on the roster now. Hate to hear that. But as now they'll set up 1st and 10. On the road side of the field, about the 36-yard line. Go from the gun. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. And a swarm of Titans in to make the tackle. And bear with us. Hopefully no troubles in this one. We tried to prepare and get everything ready to go, but it's the first time out this season. Huge thank you to everybody that's tuning in or will tune in throughout the season. We're hoping for big things to come. As they'll go from the shotgun again here, 2nd and 9 again. About 1 on the last one. As the flag will come in early here before the snap. As it looks like this will be on the offense. We'll go back 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down again. 2nd and about 14. The Eagles been struggling on offense to get anything going here recent, as they have 0 points through 2 games in this start of this season. And the Titans is quite the opposite. Put on a clinic of scoring. As another play there for the Eagles goes nowhere. And it'll bring up 3rd down for Lincoln. Looks like he lost about 2 on that one. We have a quick apology. The scoreboard at the bottom of the screen, the time kind of just going on its own pace here. There's about 10:45 here left to go in the first quarter. As the Eagles set up 3rd and long, snap to the quarterback. He'll just run to the right side this time. And once again goes absolutely nowhere. Try to get that worked out when we can, but for now it's 4th and about 1 million. As the Eagles will have their first 3 and out of the game, it'll be a punt. Good snap, kicks away. Right to him, he's going to trying to make some room on his feet. It's DeWitt. He's got some opening. He's got room to work, breaking another couple of big tackles down the sideline. The 10-5 end zone, touchdown Titans. As the Titans don't even need the offense to step on the field. But there's 2 flags down here in this one. DeWitt untouched. A couple of big-time blocks. That might be what the penalties are for. It looks like they're getting together, assessing the penalties here in this one as they'll walk it back. That was DeWitt on the big return there. Got a couple of big-time blocks around the edge. Looks like it will be a holding call here on the Titans on the return, so take away the 6. But with that, though, we'll get for the first time, get to see that strong Titan offense from the gut. Melton drops back to pass, throws one to the corner. DeWitt makes the catch. He's got some room to work. Breaks another tackle. And credit DeWitt with 6 to throw from Melton. End zone touchdown Titans. Making it look easy on their first drive. One play. About 45 yards. And a touchdown. Cole Melton calm in the pocket. Had some time to throw. Throws it to DeWitt. DeWitt, fantastic on his feet, makes a play. And finds his way into the end zone. After just running the punt back. Shirley probably upset after getting it taken off. Feed the hot hand, give it right back to him. And the Titans put 6 up on the board. And Melton now rolling out, throws one short. And it's caught there by Mason Chalmont. And with that, the Titans will take an 8-0 lead with 9:33 left to go here in the first quarter. So a 3 and out for the Golden Eagles. Titans run the punt back, but goes nothing. Goes for naught as there's a holding flag on the play. Well, the Titans make quick work of a one play. 1 touchdown for about 45 yards for DeWitt. And the Titans take the 8-0 lead. A pleasure to be back out here for home opener for the Titans. Not very many home games for them this season. I believe there's only 4 on the schedule. We'll be back here next week against Monroe Central. Stay tuned for that. As it kicks away there, it's going to get by a couple of them. Booted fumble, but able to pick it up. Scramble for a couple. As it looks like Levi McGill and James Burke able to make the tackle for the Titans. As once again the Eagles set up on their own side on their own 26, first down and 10. See if their offense could do anything here. Had their issues last time. Ran into a couple design QB powers and a draw there, and once again going to run it again. And that Titan defense knew better. Once again tackled for a loss. As that Titan defense looking to hold strong here. Coach Andrew Tutherow and that squad. Boy, is it a pleasure to always talk to him. Pick apart his mind of the game of football. Guy that knows it all. What a pleasure it is to have him here at Tri-High. Second down at about 12. From the gun again. Now drops back to pass. Throws one over the middle, incomplete. That's that pass there from Braxton Dick. Getting the backup quarterback there. Trying to make things work. And unfortunately for Lincoln, it's going to be 3rd and 12 here on their own territory. Backed up pretty deep. And again, only having, 12 to 15 guys on the roster. It's hard to mix things up. It's hard to get fresh legs. They're asking a lot of these young men. As again, drops back to pass, tries to throw in the middle. It's caught, but blown up there. Looks like it's Melton. Going to be a couple of yards short there of the marker. Going to bring up fourth down. Good play design there. As DeWitt goes back to receive this one again as they'll elect to punt here on about 4th and 4, 4th and 5. That'll get a penalty there. Looks like it might be encroachment here on the defense. And that'll give the Golden Eagles their first down of the game. A little bit of a blunder there from the special teams of the Titans. Going to give up a free first down. Bring the offense back onto the field. And we'll set up again here on first down. Now about backed up on their own 36-yard line, trying to get across midfield. Looking for their first points of the season. From the gun they go again. Taps away, drops back to pass his Dick. Throws one way over the outstretched hands of Jasper Irwin. That one going to bring up second down and 10 here. In here, another big conference matchup is both teams trying to find their footing early in the season. And snap from the gun. Quarterback going to keep it Dick himself. And brought down rather quickly. Ball comes out late there, but they'll say he's down. It'll bring up third down. And again, if you're just tuning in, hopefully everything's going well on our end. We've tried to put as much preparation in as we can. But it is the first game of the season. We'll say the scoreboard has a little bit of a mind of its own, counting down by itself, not quite working. There's 6:51 and counting here in the first quarter as the Titans are up 8-0. But hopefully everything else is working all right. Quarterback Dick drops back to pass, throws one over the middle. Unable to hang on to it as Carter pass. And it'll bring up fourth down. Looks like maybe DeWitt may be able to get a hand on that one and not able to knock it down. And that's going to be fourth down. At about 9. As the Eagles elect to punt once again. Able to get that last first down due to a Titan penalty. And everything looks clean. Snaps away, punts away. Low line drive kick that's going to bounce a couple times. DeWitt elects to pick it up. He's going to swoop all the way around to the right side of the field. Got some room to work again, using his legs. Down the sideline he goes. And finally knocked out of bounds there. A good return for DeWitt on the low line drive kick. And once again, we'll bring up first down for the Titans. Up 8-0, trying to extend their lead. Thank you for the comment there. We do appreciate it. Thank you for letting us know. As Melton drops back to pass, throws a laser over the middle. Looks like DeWitt once again. Oh my goodness, breaks another tackle. 5 end zone, touchdown, Titans. My goodness, making it look easy. Look like minimum effort just finds his way into the end zone. With 6:13 remaining here in the first quarter, the Titans. That Titan offense have officially run 2 plays, 2 touchdowns, and about 80 yards. And the Titans looks like they're going to go for it again, up 14-0 here. He's going to take it himself. Look like a little wildcat formation. Takes it in on the power, and he scores for 2. And that'll make it 16-0. If you're just tuning in, the Eagles 3 and out on the first drive. DeWitt brings it back for a touchdown. Gets it called back. And on the first play from scrimmage, Melton throws a laser to DeWitt and finds his way into the end zone. Eagles tried to punt. Titan penalty gives them their first down of the game. The Eagles forced to punt again. And on the first play from scrimmage again, DeWitt. Pass from Melton. Finds his way to DeWitt. DeWitt finds his way into the end zone. And this one looking like it might get out of hand early. Again, you got to feel for a program like Lincoln. You got to give a big shout out to each and every one of these kids just grinding out, gutting through it. There's a low booted kick. Looks like an onside kick. And it looks like Lincoln's able to come up with it there. Looked like Justin Driscoll able to come down with the football. Hans team there for the Eagles does their job. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And first down from the gun again. It's Braxton Dick. Looks at his receivers. 2 of them on both sides. Drops back to pass now. Throws one over the middle. It's DeWitt. Have himself a day. Picked off. Down the sidelines. Got some room to work. Breaks a tackle. And gets laid out. After a huge play from DeWitt. Eyes to the football. Jumps in front of the route. Picks it off. And the Titans again will set up their offense up 16-0 here in the first quarter. Have yourself a day, Isaiah DeWitt. 2 touchdowns for him on 2 plays already. As they look for more here, as they'll be their 3rd play from scrimmage. They go under center now. That famous T formation. Melton going to keep it himself this time. Makes a couple moves, breaks a tackle, finds his way in for the score. Touchdown, Titans. Cole Melton keeps it himself, makes it look easy once again, breaks a couple tackles and finds his way in for the score. Seems like it doesn't matter who the Titans face, that offense is unstoppable. The struggles continue for Lincoln. As that score will make it 22-0. Melton rolls out, throws a strike over there. Looks like to Brian Kinder. Called his name a lot last year. Gets his first touch of the game. It'll be a 2-point conversion. It'll make it 24-0. Here with officially 5:51 here to go in the first quarter. Titans set to kick it off. As a Titan offense, 3 plays, 3 touchdowns so far in this game. Can't ask for much better efficiency than that. Now, my other question is, if you're Coach Tetherow here, what do you do? You're up 24-0 in the first quarter. You don't want to let your foot off the gas, but your offense has ran 3 plays, scored 3 touchdowns. And the defense hadn't given up more than 10 yards all night. But a lot of game left in this one. Hopefully The Eagles can scratch and claw and try to get their way back in this one as the low line drive kick bounces up the middle. Scooped up by the Eagles and blown up there is Caden Alvarez. Tackle made by Kane Nepley. And it looks like a few substitutions into the game here for the Titans. Melton comes off the field. Give him a breather after the touchdown. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Again, back up in their territory, about the 30-yard line. Still trying to make their way across the 50. As Braxton Dick leads the offense from the gun again. Snaps away, drops back to pass. Goes the short curl route. Almost jumps at his Kaufman. Almost able to sneak in there, and that would have been a house call. But a good defense deflection knocks it away on the curl route to bring up 2nd down and 10. The ball on the 30-yard line. And drops back from the gun again, throws an out route there. As it's dropped, hits him in the hands, unable to come up with it there is Alex Stevens. And that'll bring up 3rd down from their own 30, still in the first quarter here. As there's about 5:37 left to go here in the first. It's been all Titans. And this one, as that Tri-High offense looks phenomenal, up 24-0. And again, it's Braxton Dick from the gun. Drops back to pass. 3rd down and 10. Throws another out route. Over the outstretched hands, but caught by an Eagle. Close to the 1st down. Almost a big-time play there by, looks like, Nepley. Just barely unable to make the play over his hands. As Carter, looked like Carter Pass made the catch. Brings up 4th down at about 3 or 4. Backed up in their own territory. About decision time. Snap. Drops back in the gun. Throws a short route. That one dropped by Xavier Hansen, but it doesn't matter. Didn't need an interception there. So it's 4th down. It'll be a turnover on downs. As Tri-High will take over football, but looks like might be a flag here in the backfield. As they're looking to talk things over. Not exactly sure what's going on here. My apologies for that. Looks like we might have got a rough in the passer penalty. It's hard to tell from my bad eyes up here. But they'll walk the sticks. It'll be a 1st down for the Lincoln Golden Eagles. If there's one flaw that you could say about the Titans now, 2 penalties, brutal ones, that both resulted in 1st down on 4th. And again, it'll be Braxton Dick in the gun. 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. Snap directly to him. Tries to take it himself, goes nowhere. As it's second down at about 11 on the 41 now. Still in the first quarter. Braxton Dick from the gun again. Drops back to pass. Throws one over the middle. It's tipped and it's caught. It's picked off. Down the sidelines they go. Breaks a couple tackles. Finds his way all the way to the end zone in the score. Looks like the play was made by possibly Cooper Engel as a little ball bingo drill. Ball tipped up in the air, makes a fantastic play. Breaks a tackle down the sideline, finds his way in for the score, and the Titans put up more points. And now Melton under center. Snap pitches away. And just waltzes his way in for the score as Engel credit him for two more and tack on two more for the Titans. As they now lead 32-0. 3:33 left to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Titans. The Golden Eagles have been unable to get anything going. But not much to complain about for us. A beautiful Friday night here at Dennis Sky Field, home of the Tri-High Titans. Calm and cool, almost 65 degrees now here. Can't ask for much better as the sun slowly starts to set in the background. Again, we're up 32-0. The Titan offense have only ran 3 plays on offense. As a player, now your job's tough. Try to stay in the game, stay focused, stay locked in. That one booted away, a nice kick. Go onto the back line there. Just laid out by Nepley. Nepley has been headhunting on these kickoffs, putting the hurts to him. And again, it'll be first down deep in their own territory here, about the 30. Line Carter pass. Takes the hit. Gets a few on the return. And a flag here before the snap. Looks like it'll be a delay game penalty. Back them up 5 yards. Exactly what they did not need. As now it'll bring up first and 15. Back them up to about the 26. And the snap drops back in the gun, looks to throw, throws it over the middle. That one's batted away, and then Melton almost makes a sensational play, dives after it. And just in front of his outstretched hands after the extra effort. Looks like about 2 or 3. And now going to bring up second down and about 15. From the gun again. Snaps away. Drops back to pass again. Couple of curl routes there. As DeWitt makes a play on the football, but looks from here at the very least, he hit him a little bit early. Looks like it might be pass interference. And now looks like they'll move the chains here. After some discussion, it'll be first down here once again. Still 3:17 left to go here in the first quarter. As it's first and 10 here on the road, 41-yard lines. The Lincoln trying to get past the 50. Snap from the gun. Quarterback keeps it himself and gets blown up in the hole there. Somehow looks like Nepley comes away with the football. It doesn't matter. They blow it dead. As that play goes about nowhere to bring up second down here. As drops back to pass again, throws one over the middle. And that one's incomplete. Carter Pass unable to come up with it. Pass from Braxton Dick. And once again, it's going to bring up third down. And what seems like forever. Just unable to get the legs churned and get downfield. Credit to them for staying in it, getting everything they got due to the circumstances. Not easy as the backup coming in trying to make plays. Especially against a star-studded defense like the Titans. Drops back, third down and 10. Throws one over the middle. To win, makes another play on football. He picks it off. Down the sidelines, untouched. He'll waltz his way in. Looks like it's a 56-yard pick six. And with that, once again, the throttle continues. As to Witt can't keep his name out your mouth tonight as he's done it all. You look on offense, he finds his way into the end zone. You look on defense, guess what? He finds his way into the end zone. As the Titans take a 38-0 lead, they'll look to tack on two more and make it 40-0. Here, still in the first quarter, with just over 2 minutes to go here. And it has been a bloodbath. As Hansen out wide for the Titans. And looks like a little wildcat action. Alvin, untouched. And in for two. Tack on two more, and the Titans now lead 40-0. And after the points for the Titans, I'd like to welcome in partner longtime friend Jimmy Jeffries. As they say, the boys are back. It's a pleasure to see him make his way into the booth of that kick. Finally able to jump on it. It looks like that'll be the farthest they've been pinned deep so far in this one as they trail by 40.
Well, it's good to be back. Long off season.
A moment we've been looking forward to for a little while now. As he talks about next week, Monroe Central right here. And after that, not a lot of home games for football as we get looking forward into the winter months as basketball season and all those good stuff rolls around.
Oh, yeah, a lot of games for basketball as always. And only 4 football games this year, not including sectionals, though.
And we'll see what happens, see where the Titans go in that. As again, a calm, beautiful night here at the Inniskyte Field, home of the Tri-High Titans as they lead by 40 in their home opener. Can't ask for much more As the snap on 1st and 10. Looks like it'll be a timeout. It'll be the first timeout of the game. The 2:01 left here in the first quarter. And with that, we'll take a quick break here on the Tri-School Sports Network. And we're back here after the timeout. First break in action here. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Titans lead by 40. As we just got the nod, the running clock starts in the second half, up by 35. So we'll see where this game takes us. Drops back in the gun. Looks to throw one down the sidelines. And it's picked off once again. And Watson away to the end zone. It'll be Jonah Cox. Not much to say as drops back to pass, tries to throw the out route. Cox just jumps the route. Makes it look easy, untouched. Nobody in his path could have walked it in. As now the Titans lead by 46. And for the first time all night, looks like the Titans going to like to go for one. Looks like it might be DeWitt trying to kick it. See what we got going on here. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up. It looks like it's right through the center, and it's good. DeWitt all fired up for that one. Doesn't get that opportunity often. Makes it look easy. And the Titans now up by 47 in the first quarter. Putting up some man numbers here early in this one. As the Titans look like they're set to kick things off once again, up by 47, still here in the first quarter. As the kick, it's a good one again, up and away. It's blown up again. That time looks like Xavier Hansen. And with that, once again, for the Eagles, it'll be first down and 10. And after the discussion here, Eagles set up from the gun. First down and 10 on their own 31-yard line. Perhaps they'll hand it off to the running back. Almost unable to get hands on it as he starts to lose it. He would hold on to it and drops down for a gain of about none. And again, hopefully you're tuning in with us. Hopefully everything's going smoothly from our end. Again, the only troubles we're having is the scoreboard having a mind of its own a little bit as the clock does whatever it wants. Try to reset it periodically as Dick rolls out right, able to break a tackle and then laid out by Nepley. As there's about 50 seconds left here in the first quarter, the clock is a ticking and it'll bring up third down. As Lincoln going to take their time in the huddle. First quarter slowly coming to a close. They're going to have to snap the football here, though. 5 seconds now. Now they rush up to the line. Get the snap away, drops back in the gun, throws one. As it goes incomplete, it looks like they were trying to waste the end of the first quarter. Ended up electing to throw the football. And it goes incomplete, which stops the clock. As there's 6.4 seconds remaining here, and it's going to be fourth down. And the Eagles now setting up to punt. Fourth down and about 6. Snaps good, punts away. High sky and kick. Doesn't it get across midfield, and it'll go out of bounds. And with that, that's going to end the first quarter. It's been all Titans in this one. They lead 47-0. And with that, we'll be right back here on the Tri-High School Sports Network.
For the Titans. It's like at the 49-yard line.
Chauvin creates his own hole. Room to work. My apologies as those blockers out in front of him just laying the wood, making some tackles, and once again, one play for the Titans. And once again, they'll find their way into the end zone as they now lead 53-0. That is about a 51-yard run on one play. You got to give big-time credit to the guys blocking out ahead of them there.
And it looks like Isaiah Gray will be out to attempt the PAT.
And the extra point. Snaps good, holds good, not good, as they'll lose it. But he'll take off running with it. And makes it look easy, finding his way into the end zone. Sorry if you couldn't see that one, not much we can do about that. But fumbled the snap on the hold, made it look easy, finds his way in for the score. And instead of getting the extra point, they end up finding a way to score 2 more, as they now lead 55-0. As the onslaught continues. As DeWitt sets up for the kickoff. As Try now set to kick things off. And Boots a good one. All the way to the back line. I'll make the catch and gets laid out once again. Ball comes out, but looks like already some whistles. They'll blow it dead. And that'll set up first down and 10. See if Lincoln has it. He let go in the other way. As they set up on their own 28-yard line. And he'll drop back to pass again. Throws to the left side. Able to make the catch, but looks like doesn't go anywhere. Successful completion from Dick. It looks like Carter pass. As it looks like the
ball is spotted wrong here.
A little bit of a miscommunication.
Looks like it was spotted at the 31, but it should have been at the 30, just from forward progress. Big gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, the initial spot was all the way back at the 26. Doesn't make much sense there. But nonetheless, it'll be second down and about 8 yards. They'll give him 2. Drops back to pass. Looks to throw the short ball. And nothing doing. And the snaps away, drops back to pass again, throws it over the middle. And it's incomplete pass. Intended for Alex Stevens. And once again, we'll bring up the 4th down and 8. And it looks like they'll set up to punt once again. So far been kind of one of those games tough for both sides to stay engaged into this one. That's a high kick, doesn't go very far. A pretty good bounce though. And it'll roll into Titans territory as there's 10 minutes and 50 seconds here in the first half. And the Titans.
So it looks like we're going to be starting a running clock this drive. Looks like Lincoln and Tri agreed to go ahead and get the running clock started early.
You know, either way, it's the right thing to do for both sides. You know, I have the pleasure to know Coach Tetherow. You know, he's not much concerned about this game at its current state. They're ready to get out of here, get ready to look forward to the next one. And you have to give credit to Jeremy Bain on the other side, as he's doing everything he can with a limited amount of resources, limited amount of players. As they'll hit him on the end around, room to work all the way down the sideline they go. It's Xavier Hansen who goes untouched, but a late flag comes in. And it looks like it'll come right back, as he goes 57 yards all the way down the sidelines.
It was a late flag. I saw a Lincoln player on the ground. We'll see what it is here.
And once again, if you can complain about anything the Titans have done so far, I mean, regardless, they're up by a bunch. You know, penalties have been kind of an issue. 4th down earlier on the punt, and they go off sides, which results in a first down, and then they got a pass interference on 4th down that resulted in another first down. And now they ran the punt back earlier with DeWitt. A holding penalty brings it back. And here again,
Not sure what the penalty is, but they are marking it back.
yeah, it looks like to be a spot foul there.
So it'll still be a first down.
And now we'll go back to that running clock. Melton drops back to pass, throws one up high for Hansen, who's just going to run under, makes a play. Touchdown, Titans. Looks like there's no flags on this one. Hansen just outruns the defender. Hey, it looks like there might be a flag down.
Yeah, looks like there is back at the line of scrimmage.
The official comes running in. Maybe holding penalty here. I'm not sure. As the Titans score 6, take it off the board. They score 6 again, take it right back again. So it looks like one of the officials coming over to talk to head coach Tetherow. As Hansen makes it look easy twice, all for naught. See if that one's after the play or what's happening here. As if the play stands, the Titans will take a 61-0 lead with 10-12 left in the first half.
Not sure what's happening here, as both teams starting to make their way towards midfield, but the ball is still spotted the 2-yard line. Penalty is declined.
If the penalty is declined, you think it would be a touchdown.
Yeah.
What a confusing sequence of events there.
It looks like we might get a timeout here. And it'll be the Titans. As we'll be right back here as the Titans lead 55-0 on the Tri-High School Sports Network.
And we're back now after that timeout. It looks like they marked it off. I don't know if it's an unsportsmanlike or what. Xavier's going to get the ball once again, and he goes untouched down the sidelines. Third time in a row, he'll run it for a touchdown. Untouched every single play. The first two get brought back, and this time, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like he's in for the score. No flags are down. As hits it, rubs it in for the score. Trying to reward the young man after scoring the first two times. As the clock continues to go now. As this time the extra point, Isaiah Gray, hopefully good snap and hold, he gets a chance. Snaps good, holds good, kick is up, low line drive. Not close. As the extra point is no good. It's still all the Titans here, up 61-0 with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the first half. Phrase I never thought I would say. It's like, once again, it's like you're playing Madden on rookie mode. Gets the CPU. Trying to put up some points. And you get an offense that's as good as the Titans. Good luck. It looks like now they're just going to elect to run the clock pretty much the entire rest of the way here, as it's already 61-0. As the Lincoln offense now starting to work their way back out. Time slowly ticking away. 8 minutes and about 15 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. As Dick goes from the gun again. Trying to make something happen. Drops back to pass. Throws a deep ball. Couple of Titans jump up to make a play. And neither one of them able to do so. Just a jump ball there, incomplete. But I believe, regardless, they're still going to keep the clock running, which is good. First few drives there for the Eagles really kind of slowed the game down a little bit. A lot of incompletion stopping the clock. Gives the Titans a score opportunity about every 20 to 30 seconds. And snap is fumbled, but it looks like Dick's able to jump all over. And it'll be third down in a bunch.
Really good job by him to jump on that. Ball went forward towards the Titans. Able to get on that quick. And it'll bring up about 3rd and 13 for Lincoln.
And again, if you're still tuning in with us, we appreciate it. Each and every one of you that stuck around. Again, a beautiful Friday night here. Can't ask for much more. As fall slowly approaches here on Dennis Sky Field. Drops back to pass on third down. Throws it over the middle. Almost picked off there by Jonah Cox. He's already got a pick six in this one. And it'll bring up fourth down.
Does look like they're going to punt, as Jonah Cox will be back to return it.
As it gets the punt away, a sky kick doesn't quite reach the 50. Flies out of bounds and it'll bring up, again, first down for the Tri-High Titans. One of those games where both teams just trying to stay in it. For the Titans. They've scored about almost every single play from scrimmage. I don't know if they've been tackled yet. As they'll hand it off here. Breaks a couple more tackles and finds his way into the end zone again for the touchdown. And it looks like this time it'll be Cooper Ingle.
It's like a 44-yard touchdown for Ingle. As the Titans score again.
Again, if you're tuned in with us here next week, we'll be right back here live as Monroe Central comes into town. Should be a good game in that one. Looking forward to it. If anything, a blowout game here, a big tune-up for us to get ready for next week.
As looks like Isaiah Gray will be on the kick again.
That one's booted. It's high. Oh, and it's short. Definitely had the height. Probably went double the height of the scoreboard. Just drops directly in front of the goalpost. It's hard to been able to keep up with all the scoring. This one, I do apologize. And it's about every other snap. Just an unbelievable display by the Titan offense. And defense, that is. And again, a big shout out to those guys for the Golden Eagles sticking to it, grinding out drives, doing everything they can. As it's now 67-0 with 4:01 left to go in the first half. Kicks booted away, a low line drive, but it's a good one. Unable to come up with it. Now they'll pick it up. Swarm of Titans strips the football. It picks it up and runs it in for the score.
It's like Jonah Cox recovered it and took it in.
Looks like Cox might have made the tackle or made the strip. There it is. And made the tackle. Not much to say about that. As they muff the kickoff, able to get it. Cox makes a fantastic play, strips the football. It looks like boys against men.
And Gray will be back out for the PAT.
And as we'll get some whistles now after the snap. Looks like the whistle should have been before the snap.
Looks like it'll be offsides defense.
Looks like the Titans are going to decline it, though, and try again.
Gray will line up again.
I'm more excited for the reaction he's going to have. He's able to put one through here. As it kicks away. That's a boot! Straight through the uprights, and they're fired up. Right on cue. My goodness, where was that the last couple of times? That was a rocket. That was good from 35.
Right through the uprights, too.
My goodness. And as Isaiah Gray able to get the kick through the uprights, that's going to make the score 74-0. But sit tight, it's still the first half. As there's 2:19 remaining here in the first half, the Eagles trailing by 74.
And it looks like Aiden Wright, number 77, will be kicking off for the Titans.
Low line drive kick booted away. As Swarm Titans are able to group up and make the tackle. And once again, we'll get things started. It'll be first down and 10. Now under 2 minutes left to go. And if you're just tuning in with us, you've missed a lot. Or not much. But hopefully everything's going well on our end. The only issue we're having is the scoreboard. The time having a little bit of a mind of its own. Not really sure what is happening there. Let's see if we can get it fixed before next week's matchup with Monroe Central. As we got about a minute 38 left in this one. The clock says about a minute. But not much we can change. And from the gun, snaps away. They'll hand it off up the middle. And never had a chance there. Looks like, well, I'd like to think that they'll take it all the way down and just make one more play here. And just run it out and take this one at halftime, trailing by 74. And as time slowly ticks away, under a minute now. About 15 left on the play clock. And the snap from the gun. Fumbles it. Ball's being kicked around. Braxton Dick able to come up with it. Tries to throw it, but tackled on the play. Goes nowhere. Loss of a bunch. This time still slowly rolling away. 30 seconds. Looks like they won't have to snap the football here, which is a good thing for them. As it's about 3rd and 20. And they're just going to let this one roll out. And with that, that's going to lead us into halftime. It's been all Titans in this one. Be an interesting second half to come as the Titans lead by 74-0 over the Golden Eagles. And that'll take us to the break here on the Tri-High School Sports Network. And we're back here for the start of the second half. After an absolutely wild first half, the Titans only ran about 7 plays on offense and scored on all of them, almost untouched, as they lead the Golden Eagles 74-0. And also, Titans will receive the second half kickoff. It looks like the JV guy is going to get their time to shine. See if they can make a little bit of a name for themselves. And again, credit the Golden Eagles for sticking it out, grinding it out in this one. As the opening second half kickoff's underway, it's a short one. And bounce now picked up. Looks like it's Dylan Cook down the sideline. Finally gets brought down. The flag there looks like it might have been a horse collar. Fantastic return by the young gun, Dylan Cook, the freshman. That'll bring out the Titan offense. A 15-yard penalty. Looks like, I do believe it is a horse collar. Tack on 15 more from the end of the run. Well, now we're having a little bit of discussion here. Now they've already lost where the spot of the football was before the penalty. They're all grouped together. There's no sign of the football. They're in both their hands. Another really confusing start to the third quarter.
It looks like we will have the penalty here, though. And a few scores from around the league. All our halftime right now. Centerville leads Eastern Hancock 16-7. Knightstown up on Union County 45-0. Northeastern beating Winchester 21-0. And Hagerstown up on Union City 35-0. Those are the scores from around the league.
And the first play from scrimmage now, this time for the Titans. They'll be tackled for about the first time all night. As Bertrand on the run gets tackled. Another freshman. This time the pitch is away. Looks like it's Cook. Running hard, gets tackled, tripped up. Gain a 9 for Cook, brings up third down. Looks about inches, but with that also, actually now they'll just go ahead and give it to him. Be first down and 10 now, as Baylor Clements going to fulfill the duties at quarterback for Melton. And a run, tries to get around the edge there is Carson Chisholm. Another freshman, goes nowhere on that carry. And it'll bring up second down. And about 14. And the snap this time. Tries to get around the corner. Little option, he'll pitch it, gets laid out. Out of bounds on the side there. And under center, third down, handoff right up the middle. Trying to break some tackles, working his way forward. And with that, it looks like it might be close to the first down mark. It'll be decision time here, fourth down. On one hand, you're up 74-0. the other hand, it's your JV getting their first action, or maybe of the year. And you're also in enemy territory about the 13-yard line. Looks like the offense will like to stay on the field. Looks like they stopped him there. Right of the Eagles defense there stops him. It'll be a turnover on downs. And the Eagles will get the football back as time slowly ticks away. 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
And Golden Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And a little bit of a high snap. He's going to keep it himself. And the defense holds strong as old Corral Titans, they're able to bring him down. And it looks like for some reason we're getting official timeout, which will unfortunately stop the clock.
It looks like we have a hurt player over there.
Hate to see a guy hurt.
Especially in a game like this.
Like he was able to get off under his own power at least.
Can't tell what number it is.
As regardless, it'll be second down. And about 8 here on their own 14-yard line. Snaps, throws. Hits him right in the chest, but drops to the ground. It's going to be incomplete.
Tried to take off before he had the ball.
Looks like he had a little bit of real estate there. But nonetheless, it'll be third down. About 8 yards. Ball on the 14-yard line. Still trying to get anything going. The young Titan defense out on the field trying to hold strong.
And it looks like the hurt play on the last play was Gage Collins for 73. Hope he's all right.
Hopefully he's able to get himself back going. And the snap here over the head, but he's able to tip it to himself. What a fantastic play. Throw up over the middle. It's caught. No, it is not. Had it in the hands. Hit from the backside by Chisel. Maybe it might have been Dylan Cook. And it was Dylan Cook. Fantastic play. Able to knock it out of his hands. And it'll bring up fourth down. Cook there in his first action. Got to credit the young guys. Scary experience in your first varsity action, especially on the football field. As we had an Eagle just sprint onto the field, not exactly sure what happened. Hunt doesn't go very far, a high one. Got a good bounce though, and rolls out of bounds. As time slowly starts ticking away, still 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans as they lead by 74.
And the Titans will take over 1st and 10, 36-yard line.
Cook slung to the ground there. It doesn't go very far. Snaps away. What a throw, what a catch. Got some room to work, making a couple moves. And finally brought down. What a play right there. Clements throws a laser. What a play there.
And it looks like we have another injured player here. Huh?
As they just picking right back up from the looks of it there.
And it'll be first and goal, 5-yard line for the Titans. After some nice moves there by Cook.
And they'll give it to him. He's trying to get to the edge of the outside. Fumble the ball into the end zone. And it looks like it might result in a touchback. Unfortunate sequence of events there. Cook tries to cut back to the middle of the field. Tries to bring the ball up almost like a Euro step, trying to get through a couple defenders, but lost the football on his way to the ground, rolled into the end zone. Lincoln was able to pick it up and tackled into the end zone. Likely a touchback as the officials come together.
And it will be a touchback.
Great stand there by the Eagles. Unfortunate break for the Titans as Cook tries to get his opportunity, the young freshman. Good kid, good family there.
Correct on that one.
And as we're approaching 1 minute remaining here in this one, here in the third quarter, time just slowly ticking away. If you're up by 35 after the half, it'll be a continuous running clock, but they elected in a second here to just keep this thing rolling. As we're now under a minute here in the third. Snap from the gun. Was taking himself. Dick's got some room to work there. Able to pick up a first down. Good couple moves there. Finds his way for the first down.
Got a 2-second difference in the game clock and play clock.
As they'll snap the football, same play here. They tried to run it. And a couple of defenders there able to bring him down. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Titans still up by 74. Quick quarter there with the running clock. And with that, we'll be right back here on the Tri-High School Sports Network. And we're back, start of the fourth quarter here. 12 minutes remaining in this one. All Titans. They scored 74 in the first half. AV came out for the second half. 0-0 here in the second half. Still 74-0. It will be Golden Eagles football. Second and about 4 on their own 40-yard line. And the snap from the gun, he's just going to take it himself. It's Dick again. Runs a guy over. It looks like it might have been Dylan Cook again. He's all over the place. Took that hit like a champ, stood in the hole, was ready for it. Fantastic effort. One thing you can say about the Titans, the young guys, those freshmen came in, you expect them to be a little scared, a little timid. But they got their heads down, attacking the football. Something you really enjoy to see. Drops back in the gun, throws one over the middle, incomplete. Pass again, once again to Carter Pass. Will fall incomplete.
Be 4th and 1 now for the Golden Eagles.
As they take their time here, snaps away. It gets the edge. Good tackle there, able to get him out of bounds. But able to convert. And able to get the first down. And the Eagles now with their first opportunity across midfield. And Dick able to take it again. Cuts back across the field. Tries going back the other way. Still legs churning. Pretty good gain on that one. It'll be second down here. Snaps away to Dick. Looks like he tries to hand it off. Loses the football. Able to pick it back up. Now trying to bounce it around to the right side. Still able to get there. And a late penalty as he's going to the ground. Take a minute. Take a look at that one. As time slowly still ticking away. But nonetheless, a blowout game. What a pleasure it is for us to be back. Calling these games is a joy for us. Hopefully a joy for you guys back home. The ones unable to attend. As we're under 8 minutes now, still 74-0. Again, Lincoln, 0 points scored on the season so far, looking for maybe their first opportunity to put up some points. They're finally across midfield as that penalty did go against the Titans. First down and 10. Drops back to pass. Throws the deep ball. Able to make the catch. Down the sidelines. Touchdown, Eagle. They are fired up for that one. Able to break the curse.
Their first score of the year.
They just throw up the deep ball. Able to make the play is Alvarez. Aiden Alvarez and able to make his way in for the score. Shout out the Eagles, man. Never gave up in this one. Still fighting. Getting everything they got. Not a lot of resources over there. Not a lot of backups. They're just giving it all they got. As Dick Lake's able to find his way in. It'll be 8-74. As the Eagles put up their first points of the year. And again, for us, time slowly ticking away. 6 minutes and 30 seconds now left to go in this one. Once again, make sure you tune in next week. We'll be right back here at Dennis Kike Field, home of the Tri-High Titans. As Monroe Central comes into town, should be a good game. Hopefully we can keep you entertained, a little more exciting. Apologies if we're a little dull up here this evening. As the Titans lead by 1 million. So the Eagles take advantage of the Titan mistake. Able to find their first point of the season. As set up to kick things away. Still 6:35 remaining. As they whistle to. And now they're going to kick things away. Kick to the back row. Caught by Cook. Trying to make some moves. Breaks the tackles. He's still on his feet. Still breaking tackles and finally brought down. And a late flag comes in on this one.
And it'll be a face mask on Lincoln. And it looks like the Titans declined the penalty.
Don't blame him for that one.
Yeah,
Both teams looking to get this one over.
5.5 minutes left.
Trying to let the clock go as a run around the end here. Got some room to work. There, looks like Carson Chisel that time. Another freshman. You gotta, as Coach Taylor, you gotta like the looks of this. Every year they ask if the Titans will be the same. Every year they seem to reload, and you see your freshmen come in and make plays, show no fear. Gotta have a little hope for the future of that. As they'll run one up the middle, they're stuffed by a bunch of Eagles. We'll bring up second down in about 8.
Some quick scores from around the league. Centerville still up on Eastern 16-14. Knightstown up on Union County 52-0. Northeastern up on Winchester 28-0. And Hagerstown beating Union City 41-0. So those are the scores from around the league.
As they try to get the end around it, Cook gets blown up. Looks like the Eagles sent the house. Brings up 3rd and 9. on the 37 in enemy territory. As there's about 3:32 left to go here in the fourth quarter. As it is a 74-8 ball game. As they give it around the end, got some room to work as Chisel finds his way down to the 5 before being brought down. Sensational effort as time slowly begins to tick away here. Under 3 minutes to go. See if the Titans able to punch it in here with the freshman.
A 34-yard run for Chisel.
Fantastic to see. You got Bertrand, you got Cook, you got Chisel, you got Clements, all young guys, freshmen, making an impact. As there's 2:25 left to go, we'll see if they'll try to punch one in. As though, looked like it might have been Cook. Couldn't tell. Almost looked like he got in there, but it looks like they might blow him short.
It's down at the 2-yard line.
As it'll be second and goal, a minute 45 now. Time slowly ticking away. Taking their time to get up to the line. Play call, they'll give it to him again. It looks like it goes nowhere there. It'll be third down and goal. As time still ticking away. As they hand it off again, it looks like it might be Cook again. And it's going to be bring up fourth down. Looks like we got an injured, maybe a Titan on the play. But he's able to pop off on his own power. As the Titan offense going to stay out on the field, Clements heads back to the huddle. Looks like they'll elect to run the clock here. Interesting to see if the Titans try to find their way into the end zone. As they'll hand it off, find their way around the end, and find their way in for the score. It's Burks and Chisel. And that's all but do it. As the time's still slowly rolling away. Even after the touchdown, it's 80-8. I think they're just going to allow the clock just to keep on rolling in this one. And that's exactly what they'll do as the clock hits 0. Titans absolutely dominate from the jump in this one. And a big shout out to the Eagles for sticking to it as the Titans win 80-8. Again, a reminder, we'll be back here next Friday night as the Tri-High Titans will take on Monroe Central. Should be a fun battle here. As always, the battle last year was a good one. With that, that's pretty much going to do it for us. We'll see you guys next week here on the Tri-High School Sports Network.